What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. I'm sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, my pool warm. Just shake smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion.
In our last video, we went to Bread Mall, but today we're going to Coca-Cola. And our journey begins with a road trip to the factory. I'm always one to get motion sickness whenever I'm in a car ride for more than 30 minutes, and although we're on the road for an hour, seeing as this trip was unanticipated, I spent most of my time distracted from my motion sickness trying to figure out a strategy to smuggle myself into their factory and learn all their secrets. We just drove past International Breweries Limited, which is where we're actually supposed to visit today, but because they were like, nope, we don't want to babysit any medical students today, we ended up going to Coca-Cola instead. So don't tell Coke I said this, but they're kind of our sloppy seconds if you think about it. Immediately I started seeing all these red Coke trucks, I knew we were almost there. And here it is. Wait, where are we going? Bro, why are you driving past? Coke is right there, we just passed it. Oh, okay, never mind, we're just making a U-turn. Real question here, what would they do if I just stretch my hand out of the window and grab one of those packs of Cokes in the trucks right beside me? And we're here, at the front gate of the almighty Coca-Cola. All my plans are about to be set into motion.
The recipe for Coca-Cola is one of the most closely guarded secrets in the world. Only certain portions of the recipe are disclosed to each individual who needs to know it. The full recipe is only known by 2 senior executives and they are not allowed to travel on the same plane. The written down recipe is stored in a purpose-built vault within the world of Coca-Cola, the company's museum in Atlanta. The vault has a palm scanner, a numerical code pad, and a massive steel door.
But guess who's about to break into that massive steel door and steal your recipe? Me, bitch. After 20 minutes of waiting, we saw their gates go open and we thought it was for us, but apparently it was for the incoming truck. So we thought, yeah, after the trucks we get to drive in. But wait, why are they closing the gates? Aren't we supposed to be driving in right now? Wait, are they locking us out? You know what? This is probably just a misunderstanding. I'm sure there's probably some paperwork that needs to be filed and then they'll let us in any minute now. Right? Wrong. Apparently they only have provisions selecting 20 of us and over 73, so you can see where the conflict comes in. So it was left to the field officer to select at random 20 students, and as my enemies would have it, I was not part of that 20 that was selected. So they got to go in while the rest of us waited at the bus. But before I thought all was lost, I realized I had an inside man in the 20. They took the 20 and my inside man to a little waiting room behind the gates where they showed them an instructional video on protocols to follow, as well as a little behind the scene about the factory. And like all their workers do, they were made to sign a waiver establishing physical fitness to work on the premises before they were made to head in and directed to the different parts of the factory.
Meanwhile,
yup, just chilling in the bus. Now, we technically weren't really allowed to film a lot, but because some people were assigned to do a presentation reports on these field trip visits, we're allowed to get a few clips here and there for the presentation. This was the first place that they took them to where they do their water filtering, and there's a lot of chemicals here. Like, you have the sound filter here first, and then there was some other chemicals like the caustic soda and whatnot. And they also showed us a couple of procedures that the engineers take to ensure safety. That's the caustic soda. And that's the engineer showing us how to use the gas mask to protect yourself from the chemicals used to cleanse the water. And when you're done, you wash your hands at the sinks and head to the next station. They were also taken to the syrup room, and by syrup, I mean Coke concentrate, which is basically mixed with distilled water in fixed proportions to make what we know as the Coke. But they didn't allow us to record there, so the next station we headed to was the bottling station, which is what you're seeing right now. It's basically this large machine system that moves all the Coke bottles through a process of filling and capping. And if anything ever goes wrong or becomes a mess, there's always workers on standby to clean it.
meanwhile,
While the 20 were still inside the company and having their tour of the factory, the rest of us were still waiting at the bus and it started raining heavily. We were there for almost 2 hours before we heard anything back from people in the company. So at this point, sitting there in the rain watching all the trucks driving and out, I had almost given up to my plan to achieve their secret recipe. But like clockwork, right before I gave up, the field officer came out and picked another 20 to go in, and guess who was among? Yes, me, bitch. Apparently they negotiated with the company to let everybody else come in, but in batches of 20 after 2 hours of already waiting on the bus. And like they did the first 20, they told us to enter into the waiting room area where our word codes and begin to watch the instructional video on what protocols that we were supposed to follow as we enter the premises. And although we were all sandwiched into a rat-sized cubicle, all I could think about was that this is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Before I could get a second to relish in my plan getting one step closer, I heard this.
Taking photos, filming, and sound recordings are strictly forbidden.
Oh damn, way to kill my dreams, Alexa. But somehow that wasn't even the worst part. Y'all remember this guy. He handed each of us a hairnet and a nose mask. Untangling this hairnet is the one most difficult thing I've ever had to do in my entire life, and I felt more accomplished consummating this formidable task than I did passing my MB, and that should tell you a lot. Yeah, he's back. Just when I thought the day couldn't get any worse, I had to rebattle this my arch nemesis from so long ago resurfaced to make my life a living hell. There is no way my village people are not behind this. But guess what, bitch? I won this time. Y'all can get me today. Then we began heading into the lion's den, which is unfortunately the last clip I'm allowed to show you since we are legally not allowed to record anything. Cameras down, comms are off, we're going in radio silent, but that doesn't mean the mission has to be a bust. Y'all wish me luck, and see you on the other side.
Move up. Stay hidden. We need to get the power. Use the fuse box on the wall. Our exit's blocked. Kill a light and it'll distract them.
Move! Hold back!
Anyone there? We made it. We made it out alive. Guys were on to me from the start. Security was tight. I couldn't get the formula, but at least we escaped. But the mission wasn't a complete bust, because now we know some of their secrets.
I feel like I knew everything that happened.
Okay, I think we can take pictures. So
While pondering my defeat on the mission and my failing accomplishing to achieve the secret formula of Coke, we all headed out to take pictures with the tour guide, which was supposed to be relevant to the presentation. But know this, I am not one to accept defeats. I will be back and I will be better. And I will not stop until I've achieved my shit. I'm supposed to be taking pictures.
Oh girl, you're shining. Know you're my diamond. You need reminding. This moment of timing. Soul needs aligning. It's me you confiding. Seeking and hiding. Nowhere to find me.
What's it gonna be? What we gonna do? Here we go again. This ain't nothing new. I ain't tryna run game, but it's true, cause you call me for help, you gotta chill. Need time for yourself, you gotta heal. This ain't something you felt, it's how you feel. We built this all wrong, I'll take blame, but instead of us tearing it down, we'll rearrange, baby. Don't let it fall. Don't let it fall, girl. Don't let it fall. What gives me the pleasure when there ain't an audience? You act like you know better. Curtains closed, but still let me know.
Right before we headed off, they gave us some souvenirs, and by souvenirs I mean 2 packs of Fanta. Isn't it ironic that I went to a Coke factory and they gave us Fanta? But anyways, that was the end of our journey, and you know what comes next. We headed back to the trenches. I mean school. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and stay tuned for more adventures to come. See you in my next video. Or at least I hope I see you in my next video.